how do we change people's lifestyles? Because that's what this is. This is a lifestyle change. How do we go about doing that and educating people on what's going on?
It's a very difficult very difficult task. I mean, these things, especially in South Africa, we've got a very the lifestyle change that we're trying to say is to eat less meat or follow a plant-based diet. In South Africa, the braai is the center of our culture. We've got Heritage Day, which is now known as Braai Day rather. It's a gradual process. I do understand that. That's why we talk about meat-free Mondays, or at the moment, November is vegan month. So, it's rather take 1 month off and say, let's try a vegan diet and see how it works. So we're trying to say that if with a gradual change, we can actually achieve great results. So again, in South Africa, Meat-Free Mondays has been extremely successful in getting people an opportunity to say, hey, I can do a day off meat. The next thing we hear, they're doing 1, maybe 2 days off meat, and then eventually they're vegetarian. And because it was a gradual change, it was quite an easy lifestyle shift instead of dropping it completely and going vegan or vegetarian.
And I think I'd like to add to that. We were talking just before we started about my own personal journey that brought me to South Africa. Yeah. And I was addicted to alcohol and drugs. And you watch this movie and you kind of go, you know what? We're addicted to cheap meat. I mean, we've heard before the addiction to fossil fuels. People kind of accept and understand that. And what's about here? And I can answer your question, because the guy said to me, when I couldn't imagine life without what I'd used to get through it, and I said, what do I need to do? What do I need to change? And they said, it's okay, it's really simple. You've only got to change one thing. Everything. Okay.
It's a bit different to my view, but
exactly, yeah, no, and I think you get those. There's the thing, is it? There's some people out there saying we've got to change everything now, and I like what Brett's saying is a kind of more Fabian approach. Is that this is going to happen through evolution. This is going to happen naturally. We started off. Yeah. Hitting snakes with clubs and eating them or whatever, and we're going to end up, growing carrots and eating them, because that's what we'll do, No.
I think, Dougie, just to chime in there, the last thing is that you're right, it's going to be a natural progression. We just don't have enough space on this planet to continue where we're going. So 2050, the population is going to be 10 billion. We won't have enough space to put livestock everywhere. At the moment, 30% of the planet is used by livestock. In 20 or 30 years' time, we won't have enough space. So it's going to be a natural movement towards eating a plant-based diet.
Yeah. I think I just wanted to add on that. You did say add in there. One of the things that came up in the film for me that I hadn't, is Michael Pollan, who's the author of Omnivore's Dilemma. He says, look, the average in North America is 9 ounces of meat a day. Okay, he said, if the Chinese tomorrow decide they all want to eat 9 ounces of meat a day, we run out of planet. Well, we run out of planet now, not in 20 or 30 years' time, but like right away, because there isn't space.
It's shocking,
yeah.
actually.